What is good, homies? This is Chris from the Small Hat Crew, joined today by Small Hats Nick and Brandon. Or as I know, Brandon prefers Small Hat Nick and Small Hat Brandon. You know, I said the plural, but I know you do like the, hear
Likes
it.
the attention.
Yeah, you like to hear it, you like to feel it, you like to smell it. So, with that being said, I guess before we jump into anything you'd like to say, Brandon?
Oh shit, was there a script?
No.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Okay, Nick.
I'm glad to say that Brandon's off his bullshit with Bloodlow Queen.
Yeah, he
God.
is.
Stop it, don't tell them already.
Yeah, alright, so today we are going to be reviewing ST12. That is going to be our green-blue Sanji structure deck. What is the official terminology? Is it structure or is it starter?
You know, I've got no fucking clue.
Starter.
Is it starter?
It is starter deck on the website, yeah.
Okay, so... Okay, alrighty. So I guess we'll just go ahead and jump into this. We have blue-green leader, Roro Noah Zoro.
Not how you pronounce that.
That's Lolo Noah.
Zolo. And we have Sanji.
Okay.
Alright. Green-blue leader, starter 1201. 4 life, 5,000 power, slash and strike. I never thought about that. Oh, I guess they would have to, wouldn't they? Huh.
Oh yeah, that is neat, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that.
How does...
And he killed Buggy.
Wait, how does... Yeah, I was about to say, how does this work with Buggy?
You have to attack Buggy with Sanji and not Zoro.
Well, so no, I think Buggy would still die. I think it would be Sanji would like beat Buggy's ass so that he would be like laying on the floor, but he's still there, and then Zoro would kill him.
No, but
He'd deliver the final blow.
Actual mechanic-wise, I don't think that Buggy dies to this because it is still a Flash-type leader. So I don't think that it would...
Yeah. The way Buggy is worded, it says this character cannot be KO'd by slash attribute cards. So because this has both...
He is technically slash, yeah, he's slash and strike. So I guess Buggy would... Oh, I literally, even when I give my example, I fucked it up because I said Zoro would deliver the final blow. Anyway, so we have the ability, Dawn times 1, when attacking once per turn, you may return one of your cost 2 or higher characters to its owner's hand. Set up to one of your power 7,000 or less characters as active. Okay, so at least it restands magic number. I guess you could always just pump it after it reads it too. How do we feel about this? It feels a bit clunky to me. I don't know.
A, clunky, and B, it's just fan service, bro. Why do we need a Zoro-Sanji combination later?
Yeah, it feels like very, you know, like every now and then we get those starter decks, like the Luffy starter deck, for example, that's just not really good, more gimmicky, and that's what this feels like. I mean, granted, it feels good to play like, I can't think of their name, but the 3-drop that rests something that's 4 or less,
Izo?
and it's also a counter. Yeah, so like play Izo, bounce Izo back to your hand, so it's still a
It does.
Oh, yeah.
It does bounce Izo.
So, but it's still like, so I feel like it's gimmicky.
Yeah.
It's
You know,
good.
well, I don't like him because that's Zoro, right? So at least half of this card should have been red. But then also that's Sanji. So I think the other half should have been red too. So I think that this should have been a dual red leader.
Isn't what's it called? The blocker leader, isn't he also green blue?
Yes, Corazon. He is also Corazon.
Why are all green blue leaders just shit?
What?
And then there's other Sanji too. Other Sanji is also shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So all green blue, that color combination has had no love.
It hasn't. It hasn't. Bro, you know, actually, we can't. Literally, I just made a video not too long ago about how fucking awful, about how Black Luffy shit and how he's never done anything. Fucking 2 days ago, the man apparently got second in a 1,000+ player event.
Fucked.
Bro, I was like, are you serious? If I had put this video, if I just wait 2
Any
days.
deck could do it.
No, it wasn't just top 8. It was second at a 1,000+ player event. Ever since I first read this leader, I've never liked it. He's always felt mediocre. He's always felt very mediocre to me. He's
no, it's not great.
You bounce a 2 or higher, restand a 7k or less.
And I already know
what
everyone in the comments is gonna be like, oh, but you can play Izo, rest something, and then swing with your 5-drop Yamato. People just won't let 5-drop Yamato die. They really won't.
My brother, I can swing with 5-drop Yamato twice in a turn. What are the chances that they'll defend against 2 7k attacks?
You know, especially when you rest one of their blockers with Ezo. Dude, we're on to something.
Yeah.
We're hoping.
Holy shit! No, think about this. Think about this. Think about this. What if I played Ezo and I rested their blocker, and then I bounced it back to my hand, clearing the path for Yamato?
So my thoughts on it overall is people will get wins with this leader, but it's gonna be the shock factor of people won't know how to play against it because it doesn't see play. Like, this leader will not see enough play for people to know how to win. But like when we're talking big tournament, it's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, I was
like
gonna...
local leader.
Yeah, yes. I was gonna say, I think this leader would also win too. Because it's not like they're egregiously bad. I just think they're not it. I don't think they're good, but they're not terrible. They're perfectly mediocre.
Bro, there's people going ham in your room right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I hear his caller.
Okay. If we had to assign a rating to this guy, so that people have a rating to get angry at, so that people have a reason to be. Yeah.
2.
Yeah. 1.5. I think it's on the same level as the other green-blue decks. To be honest, I feel like they're all at the same power level. They're all just meh.
I think this might be the best green-blue leader, cause he at least.
Corazon has something going for him just because he has access to the Don Quixote.
I think his best play. I remember I was talking to Nick about it. I was talking to Nick and Manny. I think Corazon's best play is that, like, whenever he wants, he can just kill himself. Like, if you're on 0 life, you're on 0 life. You just fucking, you don't want the game going on anymore. You block it and die, and that's it. Okay, so then I guess now we'll go ahead and we will go into I'll go into these events you said.
Yeah, the other 0, 1, 2 cards.
God, is that Parage? Is it Parage shot? Parage?
Paragi.
Pilaf shot?
It's Paragi.
Paragi.
Pierogi.
Perona shot. Blue event, 1 cost, Straw Hat Crew. It's searchable. It's searchable in VV.
I was gonna say VV.
Counter, give up to one of your leaders or characters plus 2,000 power for this battle, then reveal the top card of your deck, play up to 1 cost 2 character, then place the remaining cards at the top or bottom of your deck. I didn't process any of that, wait a minute.
It just shows the top card of your deck if it's a 2 cost character, it plays it.
Oh.
Seems like a whole bunch of setup, or the whole deck is going to be playing like 2 drops or less. I mean, for a 1 drop 2k counter, so typical. If it works, great. It's a guard. But I still feel like you have to build the deck so hard around 2 drops.
I was like, all you have to do is play Perona and 3-drop Dofi blocker.
But also, if you look at it, no, it costs 2 or higher characters. So, no, I don't like it.
No, it plays 1 cost 2 exactly character. You can't play anything higher.
Oh my god, what the fuck? God, this like, it feels so clunky. It feels like, I mean, we're only 2 cards deep, so who knows? But
I'm looking at blue cards right now for like what 2 drops we have.
It's gonna be vanillas. It's gonna be fucking vanillas.
There is the new blocker. That's also there's a 2-drop blocker in the starter deck that you can play off of this.
It feels so clunky. It feels like it wants very specific things to be happening. It feels high roll.
Plays 2-drop cards. I can play the 2-drop killer blocker.
Sauvage.
What? Cat Viper?
God.
No,
isn't he green?
I thought he was 2 cost. He's a 2-drop 3k.
My dude, it's a green-blue leader.
Oh, I guess the blue event would do that, wouldn't it? Huh?
Nope.
Wait a minute. Now think about this, though. Think about this. It could play Dadan off the top.
In VV.
In VV.
Yeah, overall, it's an okay card. It has her 1-drop 2k, but it still takes some setup to actually work as intended. So for that, I'm gonna give it like a 2.5.
I don't like it.
I was gonna give it a 1.5.
I'm gonna give it a 1. I mean, obviously there is a utility there, but like, cause here's what you have to. Like the way I look at it is, Spada is a 1-cost event that sets up plays, and it doesn't even see play, so I can't imagine a 1-cost event that needs setup seeing play either. I mean, obviously I think this probably will see play in this deck, of course, but I
like the other 1-cost events that I can compare this to would be Spada, and Spada sets itself up.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like if one is setting up your next 3 turns and that does not see play in anything aside from Blurple Crocodile, and that deck isn't even I hate to say it, but it's not real, then what are the odds of one cost event that needs setup? And then with the payoff's playing a fucking 2-cost character. Like, I mean, I get you can bounce it back to your hand. It is a +1 at the end of the day. I guess that's fine. It's a 1.5. I'll give this a 1.5. I don't know.
Like how you talk yourself up from a 1.
Just having a full-on, like, discussion with himself.
Lion Song, green cost event, 2-cost Straw Hat Crew, also searchable by Nami. Red Green Luffy. Rest up to one of your opponent's leaders or cost 4 or lower characters. Main or counter. Oh wait, it doesn't pump anything, just rest.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, what?
So it's Punk Gibson without the 4K, but it can tap leaders.
This is ass.
I'm not a fan of it.
I'd rather just run Gibson. What the fuck?
I would rather just run Gibson. I can play this. Rest on my main. Rest my opponent's Rosinante leader so he can't kill himself.
You have to play the game out.
I'm gonna give it a 0.5.
This card, I'm gonna give it a 0.
Is it just me, or does this starter deck really feel like set 1 One Piece?
It does. It really does. God.
Like it's coming out alongside set 6. Like what? I'm assuming this is one that we're getting like after set 6.
When you put it into that perspective, it's like this is coming out shortly after like Yellow Green Yamato. Imagine what it would take for her to run this.
So this releases in Japan October 28th.
Which means we won't get it till like January, almost February.
But yeah, they're getting it before set 6.
Okay, so we'll get it. And so it's coming out a little bit before set 6, and it's this.
Yeah. think about all go for
We'll
it.
have 1 month of this starter deck, and then set 6 comes out.
Think about like this is so we've already kind of passed judgment on Cortisone, right? This is what Bandai's giving him to work with. This is his. This is how they're saving him. Yosaku and Johnny, green character, 2-cost, 3000 power, / East Blue, 1k counter, Dawn ×1 when attacking. Choose up to one of the following effects. Rest up to one of your opponent's characters, 2 or less characters. That's very mid. KO up to one of your opponent's cost 2 or lower rested character. What the fuck?
Yes.
This card's ass.
I think the whole gimmick with this deck is playing these and bouncing them so you can play them again later.
But it's not even an on-play effect. It's an attacking effect.
Oh, you're absolutely correct. I don't get it.
It has. Oh my god.
No, because I had the initial same thought, Nick. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. Bounce this. But then I'm like, but it's an on-attack. Like, what are they?
You can use leader ability to set this one back as active and swing with it twice.
Well, no. So what you do is you use the Parage shot. You play this off the top. You swing with it, rest the blocker, and then you bounce it back to your hand.
So, can I be honest, like, this whole starter deck right now, and I know we've only just gone over the leader in 3 cards, it feels like when you go to a locals and there's, like, that 1 8-year-old kid that shows up, that, you know what I mean? That's what this starter deck feels like, dude.
I was trying to, like, think of, like, that scenario I just gave, where it's, you play this off the event, right? And then you swing with it, you rest the blocker. But then the leader ability... Because if you bounce this back to your hand at that point, it means that there's already a 7k that's swung. So at that point, they could have blocked that, and that this card doesn't fucking do anything. This card's awful. I don't want to think too much about these cards. I'm just gonna give this a 0 and move on.
Yeah, that's bad.
Same.
Zeph, blue character, 5-cost, 5000 power, strike, East Blue, 1k counter. On play, look at the top 3 cards of your deck and place them at the top or bottom of your deck in any order. So on play, it's a mini Perona.
When
and it's a 5-cost 5k.
When attacking, reveal. Wait, doesn't this come out? This comes out after OPO5, where we get like the extra blocker. Isn't he like a 5-cost 6k with?
Yes.
And then
he has a when attacking effect. Let's make sure.
Okay, when attacking, reveal the top card of your deck. You may play up to 1 cost 2 character card rested. Rested.
Yeah. So the reason that it plays it rested is basically it's like you are gonna use your leader ability right after, and bounce that rested card.
Would it have been too? Would it have been broken if it came out active?
No, not at all.
Exactly.
And I think if it comes out active, this is still an unplayable card. Don't get me wrong.
Moving from this point forward, I don't think we rate the cards. There's just no point. Unless you still want to, I literally.
I mean, we can go through and like see if there's any, because I think there are.
If there's
some
anything
cards
worth
that are
If we see a
playable.
good card, we'll rate it then. Okay.
Yeah, like outside of the, like thinking outside the starter deck, just as cards themselves.
Okay.
Down these stairs.
Queena Green character.
I kind of like her.
Okay.
Not
Well,
that
I'll
great.
see then. 3 cost, 2k / with a stat line like that, you know that effect gotta be good. 1k counter, activate main. You may rest this character. Rest up to one of your opponent's cost 4 or lower characters. Trigger play this card. Isn't this just
It's
Law
Ezo
with
trigger
the-
and less counter.
isn't this the little law with the grenade strapped to him?
I don't remember what that card does.
I don't either.
Raw
Remember-
with grenade.
Yeah.
There's a law in OP05 that has a grenade strapped to his chest.
I don't fucking do that at all. I don't like. I like this card. I definitely don't love it. Don't get me wrong. I think in this starter deck, it's like a 5 starter
my
deck
God.
wise. That's what I'm saying. The starter
Yeah.
deck is a trope. It's a bad starter deck.
Yeah, this is
card-wise, it's
just
like a
worse Ezo.
5. Yeah. I just
uh,
like triggers, you know.
So for the reference, the law is a 1 cost. It kills itself to rest a 3 or less.
Okay, well let's read.
3
this
is
over.
so expensive. I feel like 3 is so expensive. What is Sanji bouncing again? Is it a 3 or lower or a 2 or lower?
Bounce is higher. 2 or
But
higher.
then you can put Kuina back in your hand, and then it did the same thing that Izo would have did. But we're okay.
Oh my god.
Zoro.
Oh, Zoro. Green character, 4 costs, 6,000 power. Okay, we've got a good stat line. / Straw Hat Crew. Alright, it's searchable. Dawn ×1 when attacking. Rest up to one of your opponent's cost 6 or lower characters. Okay.
It's
It's
upgraded
big Okiku.
It's genuinely a good card.
Kind of feels like the 4-drop Yamato, but on attack instead of on play. Not bad. And you're going to be swinging for magic number because you're putting a Dawn on it.
That is true.
I like this in green yellow Yamato.
I will
Yeah.
say.
Oh, yeah.
I do think that he is competing with Okiku. I think being able to just drop Okiku on turn 2 is very, very strong. Well, actually, I guess if you're going second, you can still do that with this Zoro.
Yeah, but Okiku says if I go first or second, you drop
Yeah,
me, so
like I think he's competing with Okiku. I do think he like having 6k attack is nice and everything. Not saying this card's bad by any means. I'm not even taking anything away from this card. I'm just saying I do think if I had to choose between this and Okiku, I'd rather just run Okiku.
I think it's a very lazy card. I feel
Yeah.
like green doesn't need any more effects that do this with vanilla stat line, Dawn ×1 Resta card. I just feel like it doesn't need these.
I don't even think this card's good enough to justify not having counter. I think they could have gave this counter.
Yeah, mainly because Okiku taps anything that's 5 or less. And right now, I mean, we'll see how the meta is, but right now, there's not really a lot of 6 drops. So Okiku kind of deals with the same thing that it would deal with.
Yeah.
Rather, there's not a lot of 6 drops that see play before people sit there and look up on the sim like, there's like 18 6 drops. All right, fuck you guys.
So he is. Oh, he's.
yeah.
I was gonna say. So he is searchable off of Nami. I was gonna give him another strength. I was gonna say he's searchable off Bonnie, but he's not.
Yeah. That would have been nice, but
They took his supernova from him.
yeah, this is post supernova. He no longer identifies as one.
I see.
Yep.
Okay. You guys have Sanji next? Oh, wait, well, I guess since this was a good card supposedly.
Yes.
What do we give this one a rating then?
I mean, yeah, 2.5.
Yeah.
2.5.
I would also give it a 2.5. Okay. All right, next we have Sanji, blue character, 2 cost, 3,000 power, strike, Straw Hat Crew. Dawn ×1 when attacking. If you have 5 or less cards in your hand, this character gains 2,000 power until the start of your next turn.
Why? Doesn't even have counter.
Oh my god, it doesn't! I didn't even notice. Oh my, it's crazy too when you think about like Reds takes the life, gets big as fuck, and is a 2k.
Please tell me that you're gonna title this video like worst starter deck or something.
God, imagine all the Zoro
they made
Sanji
Straw Hats
fanboys
bad.
that would just fucking cry in the comment section.
Make Straw Hats bad again.
God. This is what happens when you take a straw hat and you take red off of them. This is tragic. This is what happens when Bandai designs non-red cards.
Right?
Okay, well, we'll go ahead and move on to pudding. Is it pudding for you guys?
Yeah,
Okay, Charlotte, pudding. Blue, 2 cost, 2k power, wisdom, Big Mom Pirates. Oh, so she's searchable in Blue Queen if they choose to run that. Activate main, return this character to the owner's hand. Is she a 2k?
So actually,
she's a 2k.
2K.
That's good.
I actually like this in Blue Yellow Queen. The reason being is because you can play it to get your hand and life before or less, gain the life, and then just return this to your hand.
Yes.
And have counter power. This is a 4 of in Blue Yellow Queen.
Because, I mean, I think just in general, too, because, like, a lot of blue cards just do care about hand size, you know? I think she's a fine 2k for blue, I think.
Yeah.
I like it. I think this is the card I have liked the most out of everything we've read so far.
I was going to say, it also has the most appealing art of all the cards seen so far.
Yeah.
You know?
I actually really like this card. I'd honestly give this one like a 3.5, maybe a... I mean, it's a 2K, so I'd give it a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah. No, I'd also give it a 4. It's, Because what are the other, like, blue 2... What are the staple blue 2Ks? It's Kaya. It's this. And then Is Sasaki stable?
No, Sasaki's not really a staple. If he was a 2-drop, I feel like he would be better.
Yeah.
3-drop is kind of expensive for him. Right now, Kaya is kind of the only real 2K staple for blue.
Because Mihawk sure is fucking staple. Alvida isn't staple. All the other ones, I think, are, like, just played because they're searchable off of, like,
Apis.
Buggy or whatever. God. So this is just one of Blue's better 2Ks then.
Yeah, definitely. Especially in certain decks. I'm a huge fan of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I would give this card. I'd give this card a 4. I like this card a lot.
I agree.
It's also good in like blue what's it? Blue purple crop.
I also thought that. You get that hand down to 4, draw your card, put her back in the hand.
Back in the hand you have. So she's
You're
like
essentially paying 2 Dawn to draw an extra card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like in Blue Yellow Queen, for example, she's an extra 2k that otherwise you wouldn't have counter-wise. And counter power in Queen is like super important because you're playing on such low cards. So overall, just good card.
Yeah, and just moving forward, if we ever get another yellow-blue deck that does care to play the pudding. The pudding searcher.
Yeah.
This card is searchable. So... Oh, wait, no, she can't search herself. Oh, Peril's Pero. It'd have to be Peril's Pero. That's a lot worse.
I hate that fucking rule, dude.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Okay, well, we'll move on to our... Oh, fuck, are you serious?
What? Ivankov is next for me?
Yeah, me too.
No.
Okay, Emporio Ivankov. Blue, 3 cost, 4k power. Special. Impel down Rev Army. On play, reveal the top card of your deck. Play up to 1 cost 2 character card, then return the remaining card to the top or bottom of your deck. When attacking, once per turn, if your hand has 6 cards or less, draw a card.
Unfortunately, it's a good card.
I was gonna say, God bless it doesn't come in fucking rested. God bless it doesn't rest the card it plays.
I mean, yeah, like, if you stack it, something like that, especially with the card that we're about to see, potentially, like, getting the pudding, playing this card, play the pudding, get the pudding to your hand, it's like drawing a card, or maybe getting a 2k on the... I feel like it's going to do that more, because, again, people aren't going to be playing this leader, so it's going to be more for, like, getting that 2k.
I was going to say, I think this is one of the better...
Good.
Oh, yeah, the draw, that's right. I will say, I do think this is one of the best cards from this deck. I can't imagine this being played outside of this deck, though. So I don't think
This is played in Nami.
You think so?
Ooh,
Oh, 100%, bro. I've already watched Japanese games with this card in it, and it destroys because Nami just plays all their counter events to survive and swings with this and draws a card every turn.
Wouldn't you rather just play, like, Mihawk?
What?
I can see
Oh,
it,
this is a
but
plus
this is
one.
cheaper. Yeah, this doesn't discard. It simply draws.
This is a +1. I can see that. God,
Like, it plays the Boodle from the top of the deck, which is a blocker. It plays the next card, which is a blocker. It just... the card goes really well in Nami.
I don't even want to rate this card. It's one of the best cards we've seen, but I don't care to rate this card. I'll be...
A ball. I think I'd give, like, honestly, a solid 4.
3.5.
I was going to say 3.5 if I were to rate it, but I'm not going to rate it, so who knows what I'm giving it.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Don't be petty.
Duval, blue character, 2 cost, 1,000 power, strike. Flying Fish Riders, counter 1,000. Blocker, on play, look at 3 cards from the top of your deck and place them at the top or bottom of the deck in any order. So it's a smaller Dofi.
It's a mini Dofi.
I like that.
It's like a combination between Dofi and Perona, and I love it because it has that blocker. You can play it on turn 1.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
I was wondering what you meant by Perona. I was like, don't they just have the same effect? Because like, isn't it just Dofi? But yeah, turn 1. I see.
Perona's top 5.
This card is a better 1-cost Dofi that we got in, I think, OPO2.
Yeah, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because at least this has blocker and counter power, which is
yeah.
actually ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
I love
like
this card. I'll give this a 4. I like this card a lot.
Same.
Yeah, I'd give it a 4. So I am glad, even though the starter deck itself sucks. Well, no, you know what? I'm mad because this means that I have to buy copies of the fucking starter deck.
Well, here's the thing.
You just buy. It's a common. Buy singles.
But remember, here's what we learned. People talked shit on the purple film starter, and what happened? I was gonna say years later, but much later. Bandai has basically set the precedent that you can't just call a deck shit and not buy into it, because who fucking knows? Who knows what happens with that starter?
That deck itself was still bad. Just the
No, it is.
I knew that cards coming out of that deck were fucking bangers, dude. Especially, I knew as soon as Green Purple got a dual leader, that film was just gonna be nuts because the Searcher, I forget his name, Buenafesta, just the best searcher in the game.
He's fucking insane. It's
1-drop 2K top 5 any film. Okay.
That deck I thought was so ass that I didn't even bother to like learn what the cards did. When we were doing the like OPO 4 review, I think, and we were like reviewing all piece, and I was talking about like a 2K searcher, but a 2K that can search was insane, and that's why we've never got one before. I didn't even know Buena Fiesta existed.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, because with him existing, it's like, oh yeah, it's a lot worse.
A good card.
Dracul Mihawk, green characters. We're off to the green. This is where cards can start getting good. We're in the green color now. Okay. All right. Because now we're talking Yamato cards. Dracul Mihawk, green character, 3 cost, 4K power, /7 Warlords of the Sea. I was gonna say it's a Dofi target, but it's not because it's green. Oh, that's actually kind of disgusting that they did that. I don't like that.
Yeah, no, I'm pissed off.
What the fuck? Hopefully it's not good then.
Damn, they could have just made him blue.
They could have. They went out of their way to not give Dofi support. And Shikearu Kingdom. It's a 2K. Oh my god. I'm crying for Dofi already. Okay. On play, if you have 2 or less characters, play up to 1, 4 cost or lower. Oh, okay. Or slash from your hand. Other than Mihawk. And this card, I don't know if... Oh my god, it's a 2K though. I was gonna say, I don't know if you would want to play this in law, but you could and like cheat out your Zoro. Cheat out your little Zoro.
Well, it comes out rested though.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
Oh.
Remember, reading is fundamental. You gotta read the
I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Yep. Well, this also, even if that is the case, it does, you could play this to put like the Zoro on the board tapped to like make Shambles live and then like, I don't know, bounce the Zoro or whatever, play something else. Yep. I think there's something here. There's something. What are Law's 2Ks?
Oh, are you saying that Law will finally play something past OPO2?
Oh, actually, I think that's a bit far-fetched. But there's something here though. This is a 2K that can help Law get closer to the Shambles.
All Law's 2Ks are utility. Like Brook puts Dawn on stuff. They play Makino. They play Otamo.
God, that's 12 right there. Do they play 16? Because I don't think they do.
I don't think so.
But this is one of the like not only, but this is one of the 2Ks that actually has a very playable effect.
Yeah. So what else would it play outside of Zoro? It would play Zoro. Is it just Zoro?
I mean, it plays a 4 cost or lower. There are some 4-drop 6Ks that you could throw on the board.
Yeah. Oh, it plays
For
the 4
3
cost, the green Zoro. It plays that.
For 3 Dawn.
Oh, it does. Because I'm thinking, like, what else is... Because a lot of their slash is, what, 5 cost? Because a lot of it's just law, right? Law blocker, restand law.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. This is a good card, though.
Also, it's a green 2K, which green doesn't have any really good 2Ks.
Ezo exists.
Ezo, hold on now. But remember, green always lacks counter power.
They do.
That's the main problem with green.
They do.
And this is just one of the... honestly, it's one of the best 2Ks I've seen.
This just plays...
This is really good.
Okiku out of your hand.
Oh my god, it does!
Rested, but yes.
Oh
It's a 5K. It's
Actually,
easy to
I
play.
just think, because that means this is just a 2K that you can run in yellow-green Yamato. Because if she's running Wano, I was looking at all the Wano cards, like fucking 85% of them are slash. All the ones that aren't, you can count like all the ones that aren't on one hand.
I don't want to think about Yamato.
Well, but think about this. Bandai could have gave Dofi support. They opted to give it to Yamato instead. So let's just think about that. I'd give this card it's a 2K. I'm gonna give it.
It's a 2K. It's a 4.5.
It's a 4.5. This card is amazing. Oh my god.
I'm gonna give it a 5. I mean, 2K, really playable effect, really versatile. The art, I like it. I love it. I'm gonna give it a 5.
That's fair. I'd give it the 5 if the character came out active.
Question.
What?
Is it the first super rare that has 2K?
Is it? No, the red Luffy from OPO1.
Oh, wait.
No, that's not a 2K.
Yeah, that's not 2K.
Oh, it's not.
There's 2 different Luffys. You're thinking of the other one.
That's
I
right.
think this
promo.
is the first super rare with 2K's counter.
Interesting.
Yeah, not that it matters or anything. I just thought that
It's just
really
it's just neat to think about. Okay, well, we'll move on to hopefully more good. What did I say? I said once we hit green, things could get good. Things are getting good.
Well, brother, we're about to go back downhill. It's
You
okay.
think so? No, but she has the onigiri. She has 2 of them. Rika, green character, 2 costs, 0 power, wisdom. 2 costs, 0. She's gonna be great. She's 2K. She's a 2K. On play, tap 2. If your opponent has 3 or more life, set up to 1 of your slash trait characters with a cost of 4 or less is active. I like her.
Yeah. She comes out for 2. She taps 2 more, so 4 Dawn to set 1 of your 4 cost characters back to active, but it requires your opponent to have 3 or more life, which is genuinely not good.
Oh, that's true. I forgot. I immediately forgot what the restriction. And she also has to tap 2 Dawn to do it.
Yeah.
I think I heard that when this starter deck got revealed, the red-green Luffy leader started like skyrocketing.
Why?
People, I don't know.
What the fuck? This is like when red purple Uta was revealed and then people bought out secret Uta.
Yeah, for some odd reason.
People have no idea what they're doing.
Purple Uta, which is...
Oh my god. This card, it could be worse. This card's very... It's a 2K. I'll give it a 2.5. I was gonna give it a 3, but I don't like it enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really see the on play being used, but it is still playable. It's an okay card. I'd agree 2.5.
Only reason I would ever want to put this on board was if I wanted to like restand my Okiku, I think, and that'd be it. Yeah.
The fact that your opponent has to have 3 or more lives, so it's not like you can use it to swing for game.
Yeah.
So you can use it to like take off 2 bodies on the board, which isn't the worst thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. The red-green Luffy, $140 right now. Went up from 75 to 140.
Bro, all of OPO1 has spiked for no good reason. Like, look at King Leader. King Leader is 70 right now.
What the fuck?
Oh god, I'm about to sell out.
What do you think I did?
You did I was gonna say, this is a very good time to sell it. You did phenomenal, Nick. So we have Perona, 4 cost 6K, and this is probably the only vanilla that will...
Brother, I'm gonna be honest with you. This card's going in a phone case. I love how this Perona looks.
I like this card a lot. I like this art a lot. I don't know why. It kind of reminds me of Madoka Magica. even though it's not the same
Yeah,
art style.
100%. It's just like the candy and cake and shit around the wishes.
I
like,
love that she is a 4 cost 6K. Because that's always just like a good stat line to run if you're gonna run a vanilla. There's 4 6s and there's 5 7s.
I do want to point out that the 4-drop 6K Perona is a Thriller Bark Pirate, so that card itself is actually pretty decent. 4-drop 6K vanilla, but Thriller Bark, so that might actually see some play.
And
you
there's
can play her off of the Mihawk.
Just wish that she was black.
But she wouldn't be in the starter deck.
I know, but right now we've seen that black leader that's getting no fucking good cards because all the good ones for Thriller Bark Pirates are green.
Yeah.
What?
You can play this off of the Mihawk.
Hawk back. Absalom.
Hey, let's talk.
You're crazy.
I just read there's a new Dressrosa event in OP05. I don't remember us ever talking about it because it seems ridiculous. Dragon Claw. Have y'all seen that?
I don't know what it does.
No.
It's a 2-cost black event, 4K counter. If you have 15 in trash, KO a 4 cost or less on your opponent's board.
How much does it cost?
It's a 2-cost counter event. It's 4K power.
So it gives 4K, and then it can KO a 4 cost.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So, wait, does it do anything when you don't have 15 or less life?
No, if you don't have 15 in trash, then it's just a 4K counter.
Oh, I think that it's still
that's fine.
just not as good as Impact Wave
Yeah.
then. But then again, Impact Wave can only kill actives, but also, even with Impact Wave having no restrictions for like cards in trash or nothing, it still just doesn't see play.
Oh, you're right. Well, I guess hitting that 1 cost though is supposed to be the what makes the card, but I don't.
You know what's kind of crazy? I feel like Black has counter events that are on par with Red, and they just don't see play.
That's because they have limitations on them. Like, the Black
fair.
Radical Beam requires you to have 15 in trash.
Fair.
I will say this Perona also reminds me. I had on our last video, there was someone commented something. I thought they made a very good point about Thriller Bark. They said that they believe that the Thriller Bark Searcher is probably going to be green so that Gecko doesn't just recycle it every single turn.
Unfortunate.
That would be upsetting.
Yeah. When the minute they said that though, I was like, wait, I think that's right. Because I think it's going to be fucking Animal Kingdom Pirates getting their Blue Searcher. I think it's going to be that again.
No, because I don't think that it would honestly be that bad. One, just make the card not a Thriller Bark card. I know that would seem odd, but they could just do that. But also, with Yamato, I think anything is fair game.
Also, with
Yellow Yamato coming out.
with Gecko, anything that puts cards in your trash is a searcher, so you don't technically need a searcher.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, yeah, but I
Vanilla's-
think, because like Perona, for example, I think she would like to have a searcher since things being trash doesn't
Oh, yeah, no,
benefit
it could
her in
be
any
green.
way. Anyway, closing thoughts on this deck.
It's kind of shit. There's like 2 or 3 good cards.
Which, granted, most starter decks have, but at least the starter decks usually have playable leaders. I mean, yeah, I feel like you're getting the same that you get out of any other starter deck. 2 or 3 good cards that you have to buy 2 sets of the starter deck for. But the leader is just so bad.
I don't think
We're getting
they're bad per se.
They're bad.
I think they are perfectly mediocre. I think they are a fine, like you said, locals leader. I could see this deck cleaning up a local. Well, not this deck, but that leader cleaning up a local. This deck isn't cleaning up fucking anything. This shit is ass.
I don't know. I feel like if you get cleaned up by this leader, you gotta...
But it's locals. Because you have to also remember too, like, not a lot of locals are like as big as ours. Like, a lot of people in the Discord will talk about like cleaning up their local or whatever. I'll be like, how many players were there? They'll say like 11.
Yeah, 6. 6 people, and some of them are good. They play 9.
So, I mean, this deck is is this even a deck where you would need to buy the 2 copies of it to get your playset of everything just in case? Because I don't even think it's that.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's
so.
that. You think so? I think it's just the Zoro.
I would have said the Mihawks as well.
Yeah,
Oh, I meant the Mihawk.
So Mihawk, Duval, Emporio, Ivankov, the Charlotte Puddings.
Oh, that's...
pretty much those cards.
Because I was gonna say, because the reason I say only the Mihawk is because the rest of them are common, right? Mihawk's the only card above common that is like worth grabbing. Oh wait, no, isn't Ivankov also?
Ivankov is super rare also.
Okay.
I just want
So
to
it's
throw
got
them
some
together.
good supers. It's coming out with 2 really good supers.
They didn't advertise this as being like playable out the pack like Red Purple, did they?
No.
No.
Okay. Oh well, this is okay. This is, you know, this is like that black Luffy deck we got then, where he literally had one playable card. It was just the Kobe. It's literally just the Kobe. Okay. I don't know. I guess with that being said, unless you boys want to say anything, I'll close this one out and we'll call it a day because I've seen enough.
Agreed.
Yeah. Yes. Agreed.
Okay.
I agree.
Then until next time, we'll see you guys. Take care.
Later.
Later.